Hello and welcome to part 10. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Arumba, and where we had just last left off was a very interesting moment. We were radically defeated by two battles that perhaps I could have done a little bit more mental calculating before going into the fight to begin with, or maybe luck could have just been more on our side, but didn't work out well. So having an interesting war, 1 month into the war. It's been a few years, so I'd like to do another survey of the world. Again, I think it's just wise to know what's going on in the world. Um, the last time we did this, we were able to uncover a couple things that were interesting. So let's see, Norway. How did Norway do with their invasion? He's got a weak claim. Looks like King Harald is dead. When he died, his strong claim became a weak claim for his heir. So the only opportunity that King Olaf would have to press this claim is if the ruler of England was a female, or if there was a regency, meaning that the ruler of England is a child, or even if the ruler is older but disabled somehow, if he becomes incapable, either due to injury or dementia or any other modifier. If the title's being contested in any other claim or succession war, then King Olaf can make his play. And if he's the second or third person in line to inherit the throne. So if King Edgar is having difficulty producing an heir, then Norway might have a chance to conquest it. But for now, we've got a pretty true form of the real history here. He didn't win the invasion. We've actually got interesting. So King Philip, what normally starts is there's this monstrous battle between William the Conqueror from here and King Harald. So it looks like, did England actually win? I think they did. That is very unusual. Usually either William the Conqueror or Harald will win, but no, we've got a Saxon here, so very interesting. Well, good for them. Anyway, as usual, Ireland is doing a very poor job of assembling. If I play it, I can assemble the entire country in about, I don't know, 10 years, but they're content to sit for 150 before actually doing much. Looks like France is doing a decent job of holding everything together. They're slowly conquesting into Brittany. And this is an interesting development. The Christian-Muslim border here is a very big hotspot for combat, and typically, I actually think usually the Muslims win. It seems that way to me at least, but in this game, Castile, Leon, and Galicia have actually done well. The last time we reviewed it, one of the kings had died and the brother inherited it, and normally they kind of fight each other out, but they've actually conquested down. They've taken over part of Portugal. Leon is expanding directly south. So when you look at their area, actually, as I speak, they're at war with each other, but what are they fighting about? Castilian claim on... See, this is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to fight over each other's claims. The way the game is designed is they give each of them strong claims on each other's areas so that they kind of fight each other instead of conquesting the Muslims. But other than that, what else is going on? We've got the Byzantine Empire implosion. This happens every now and then as well. They're much more stable, though, than like Hungary. See, Hungary's still in this constant state of war, where Byzantine Empire will do it for a couple years every now and then, but then they're fine. There's the war that we're ignoring, that we're supposed to be part of. Let's just see how that's going. This is the Second Sicilian Civil War to lower Crown authority. So he's allied to us. We are considered an ally here. because of a half-sister Matilda's father. But he's in 2 wars, so he's attacking. He's part of the war for Hungary, and he's also dealing with this Sicilian civil war to lower crown authority. So, yeah, we'll just see how that plays out 10 years from now. And then there's this bleak picture. We've got a lonely 2,300 to this army in the north of 2,100, 2,100 in the west, and 1,500 in the east. But don't worry, despite these poor war scores, I'm going to show you how to turn it around. So here's what we're going to do. First off, we got to be aggressive here. Mercenaries essentially are our military. You know, they exist to support republics. And we don't have much money, but we're going to have to order up another band. So we're going to hire them. And let's do this. We're going to... Okay. Let's at least consider some of the terrain advantage things. So a river flows between this province and Gotland. Really, let's see. Skane, Holland. There's nothing from Småland. Yeah, from Småland here, but... No, a river flows between this province and Gotland. Perfect. So we're going to land our troops here, and we're going to try to use the river to our advantage. If he crosses, he'll take the penalty. We're going to drop off these units, and then we'll put these ones in the boat. And we'll have them join up. And if we can take on these 3 separate armies separately, we should win. And again, we are in a similar position to the war that we had down here, where eventually, unless he attacks our main area, we're going to win, because we've got that ticking war score. Currently, it's only at 13%, but you know, if it takes a while, we'll still end up winning. One thing I wanted to mention that I thought was funny is that you remember Mayor Dan. Where's Mayor Dan? We need to find Mayor Dan. I like Mayor Dan. He's fantastic. He's been like a pivotal player. He's also celibate, just like me, and he's content with his lot in life, but he is cruel. So anyway, let's just say you take interest in a character and you want to know what's going on with them. You know, in this case, I'm wanting to watch him just because I think he's funny, but I really like his name. He reminds me of you know what? That's what it is. That's why I find it so funny. In the movie Forrest Gump, when he's talking about Captain Dan, that's what it makes me think of. This is Mayor Dan. Anyway, so I want to watch it for funny reasons, but let's just say you wanted to keep track of like a prince or a king or a war or something. And this is nothing, there's no documentation anywhere in the tutorial about this. I don't even know how Paradox expects you to know about it. But using the right-click interface, so we right-click on the character, right-click on this button, the Go to Character button. There's a button here, Mark Unmark as a character of special interest. So when we do that, he gets added to the outliner. You might not have your outliner enabled, you'll have to turn it on, but now he's right here. So there's Dan. So anytime we want to just check in on Dan, we can click on him. And also, and this is very important, when you mark someone as a character of special interest, the message settings, there's 3 levels to them. You've got people who are just anyone that have nothing special about them. You've got people that are directly regarding you and close family members. And then you've got these people set as special interest. You would think they'd do a better job of explaining how to set people as special interest if they've got a whole column designed for tracking their reporting. But nevertheless, because I've just made him more important, I'm going to get extra notifications. Like if he dies or if he inherits land, I get to find out. So you can really enjoy the history of it. And if you want to role-play the game, it makes it much more entertaining, I think. Although World Conquest is first in my mind. Okay, so let's turn this war around and go independent and then start conquesting the heathens. Mayor Dan. I hope nothing bad happens to him. Captain has declared the Lithuanian invasion of Sweden on Grand Mayor Botstein I of Gotland. To Grand Mayor Botstein, the first from Captain Svit Svitigaila. The Lithuanian band is faithful as long as it gets paid. Oh god, this is terrible. But we are, after all, mercenaries. We owe your grace no oath of fealty, and so we've decided to reclaim a little of what is owed to us forcefully. Okay. That's unfortunate. So we very, very momentarily went negative. I think we have positive income. We do. Positive 1.72 per month, but we just briefly dipped below zero. And this is an event that can happen. Normally it doesn't happen this quickly, but apparently this smaller band, thank goodness, the smaller mercenary band that I hired has turned on us. So, I wonder what happens when we end the war. Well, if we defeat him, then we gain 400 prestige. So it's almost hey, I'll take that. I think we can beat him. We'll arrive in Södermanland on May 8th. Actually, just because I tried moving him. Oh. Okay. Fantastic. Well, we won. Yes, give me 4. Okay, give me 4. Thank you. 400 prestige. That's great. Weird outcome. That was not in my wildest plans. I had no idea that that might happen right there. But it is important we get this first siege done so that we can stop dipping below zero. We probably won't, and again, because now that that band is gone, the cost for us to maintain the current band is going to be fine. So we have the opportunity to press weak claims because he's incapable. Just a minute ago we were talking about this English deal with Norway, and so because he's incapable, either due to advanced age, head injury, or other mental disabilities, this character is not fit for any kind of work. Incapable rulers must employ a regent. So that kicks in that the weak claim thing where you can force claims on a regency. So we could press claims on behalf of a few people. Looks like our daughter-in-law, and apparently she's got a weak claim on the Duchy of Apulia. But we're not going to do that. It's not direct family, so they wouldn't become our vassal. Lots of distractions this video. I thought that we'd just very quickly end the war, but we'll see. No, this is a turn of events I like. So, quick recap here. It can be easy. It can be difficult to keep track of what the heck's going on in this game. So we declared independence. There's our war. At the same time, he's defending against High Chief Andiamo of Estonia in the Estonian-Swedish de jure war over Livland. So earlier he had conquested part of this area, and it looks like High Chief Andiamo doesn't want him to keep it anymore, so he's actually attacking our liege in the de jure claim of this county. So because he's attacking, our liege has to decide, okay, do I fight the independence revolt or do I fight him? And he's actually gone over here, so these two are going to duke it out, which is very good for us. You know, split the armies, they can fight each other and become weaker, and then we'll just win better. So this mayor wants to be a guardian. Let me just see if there's somebody else I would rather have as a guardian. Let me show you one more thing. I feel like this is, I'm talking a lot this video. I hope you don't mind. But I do want to impart just the knowledge that I've learned. I mean, it's just so much. There's so much to this game. Here's one way to determine how you want to, where you want to put your efforts to improve your military, improve your realm. If we go to the military tab and look at vassals, we can sort by opinion, but we can also sort by total strength. And we mostly have cities, but let's say you were playing as a king, you can sort by opinion or by strength, and then say, okay, well, this person's the strongest, and so I have the most to gain by improving my opinion here. So I'm going to choose this person as someone to educate a child. Another way you could do it is you could look at income. You can go into our court, vassals, tax, sort by tax, and say, okay, well, this person pays us 35% a year. If he liked us, he doesn't actually pay more if he likes us. He only pays less. He pays less if he doesn't like us. So this isn't a very logical way to do it. We'll go with the military reasoning. So we'll choose the steward. Now I can do all kinds of planning. Like I could pick this person, but he's not directly related to me, so it's not going to matter. It's just these red blood dynasty drops that matter. And where's that steward? Interesting. Alright, well, I'm not going to deal with it, so it's not really going the way I expected, but yeah, this other mare can happen. We need to win this war. It's the entire purpose of this video. Gosh darn it. Next we'll move on to Schmaland. They're taking over our trade posts, is what they've been doing. Which I don't really care about that much. Because for some reason, you still get income from them even if they've been sieged. So when you lose a holding like this, there's no income being generated from these while they're held by an enemy. But trade posts, they don't have that penalty. They just keep making income, so no big deal. Okay, I really don't want to lose this next fight. I'm a little bit gun-shy because of those previous two engagements, but let's finish this one. And how many ships can we get? Can we get enough to load the whole army? 44. Each ship can hold 100 units, so no, we can't quite do it. What else could we do? I think there's a river crossing here. If we go to Narc first, we won't have the river crossing, so we'll go here and then shift click to queue up a path. And I could tell them to go there, then there. And apparently my plot has been discovered. Oh no. And that's another thing that's strange, is that even if they discover the plot, it still continues, so it's like, oh no, you've caught me. Okay, well, we're still going to try to kill you, so watch out. Okay. Alright, one last aside, and then we will resume. And we might end up not winning this war. Or not winning this war, this video. We will win the war. Rest assured we will. But one last aside, so I want to briefly cover how combat works. So, I mentioned how morale is a big factor. So we'll talk about morale this video, and then we'll talk about units in another video. Morale is very important because each flank in your army, there's 3 flanks in every fight. You don't have to have all 3 flanks full of units. You could just have all your units in one flank. But each flank engages the opponent's flank, and it's just basically a race to see who can break the morale of the opponent quicker. They regain morale at a certain rate based on your technology and based on just the military ability of the leader. And they suffer morale damage from losing units. So the more units you lose as a percentage of the army size, the greater the morale loss. So if you have like a bunch of archers and they slaughter the army in 3 days, that's a huge morale blow, and as soon as the morale drops below 25%, the army will switch to the fleeing or the pursuit phase. They'll start running away, and so you can kind of see, like, these green bars tell you what you need to know. So this is good. We're winning this fight. We're winning this fight. He's got an extra flank that's attacking from the side, so he gets a plus 30% damage modifier for flanking. Not to be confused with flanks, like these 3 flanks, but actual flanking, attacking from the side. But we'll just watch how it goes. So every day that goes by, you can see the combat. You know, the morale is going down. They're losing terribly, and now they're in the pursue phase because we've broken their morale. So this person is actually engaging over here, while this one is pursuing the middle army. And now they're all engaging, and now we're chasing. So we win. And that's good. And now we can do something that's referred to on the forums as ping-ponging. You know, we've broken that army, so now we just chase them to the next spot, and we kill them some more. They're still recovering their morale, so they're slower. And we just have to, obliterate the remaining army. Okay, I'm just going to very briefly raise my ships. Nope, I can't. See, the army just reinforced now. There's too many. We'll just walk down there. We want to go for his holdings. This might look bleak, but we are winning. We will be winning. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to wrap it up now, just because of hard drive restrictions until a couple more days go by. He wants a white piece. He knows we're going to win, so he's trying to white piece us out. But if we white piece, then we'll get imprisoned. So we're not going to do that. We respectfully decline. Yes, so I'm running out of hard drive space, so I can't really do much more video length. A day or two from now, I'll be able to make them a little bit longer. But I appreciate you watching. Continue to tune in. I think that this is I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you're having fun. And subscribe if you want to be updated automatically when I release a new video. And I look forward to seeing you on the next. So thank you for watching.